Welcome to High Interest Debt Escape. In this video, we'll give you a direct, step-by-step playbook to stop the bleeding from 27% APR debts and escape the cycle. We'll cover immediate cash flow triage, a ruthless debt attack plan, smart negotiations, and the income multiplier that accelerates everything. Then, we'll wrap with key takeaways and a tactical 90-day plan. First, let's set expectations and share an important disclaimer. This presentation is for education only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. Your circumstances may differ and regulations change. Before making changes to retirement contributions, loan repayments, or entering any hardship or debt management programs, consult a qualified professional. With that said, let's look at what makes high-interest debt so destructive and why urgency matters. Here's our roadmap. We'll start with why the high-interest trap is so dangerous, then move to immediate cash flow triage. We'll compare the debt avalanche with the snowball, discuss negotiation scripts with lenders, and unlock the income multiplier. We will run quick payoff math and finish with an action plan and key takeaways. Next, let's define the trap and set the tone for urgency. At 27% APR, interest growth can outpace your ability to reduce principal with minimum payments. This creates a treadmill effect, where payments mostly service interest, not debt reduction. Combined with normal living costs and small lifestyle expenses, the debt becomes entrenched. This is why small, incremental adjustments are not enough. You need decisive, coordinated action on both expenses and income. Now, let's begin with immediate cash flow triage to free money fast. Start by acknowledging that at 27% APR, your priority is cash liberation. First, pause 401k contributions above any employer match. This is not about withdrawing. It is about stopping new contributions beyond the match so you can redirect cash to ultra-high interest balances. Second, slash variable spending. Implement a bare-bones grocery and transportation plan and cancel or downgrade subscriptions and plans. Third, if you have federal student loans, explore an income-driven repayment plan immediately to reduce monthly obligations. Finally, every dollar freed must be funneled to the highest interest account. With cash flow unlocked, we can move into concrete actions you can implement today. Here are your immediate tasks. 1. List every debt with balance, APR, and minimum payment. 2. Pause 401k contributions above the employer match and divert that money to your highest APR debt. 3. Cancel or downgrade all non-essential services. 4. Call service providers and ask for lower rates or hardship relief. 5. If you have federal student loans, apply for an income-driven plan on the official portal. 6. Set up automatic payments so the highest APR debt receives all extra cash. 7. Track every daily expense using a simple notes app or spreadsheet. Having these actions in place sets up the avalanche method effectively. Next, let us focus on student loans, because optimizing them can unlock significant monthly cash. If you hold federal student loans, evaluate income-driven repayment options, such as current programs that cap payments based on income and family size. Consider consolidation only if it simplifies your portfolio or enables access to more favorable terms. If your income has dropped, recertify as soon as possible to reduce your monthly payment. Any payment reduction here is not for lifestyle upgrades. It should be redirected immediately to your highest APR credit card. With student loans optimized, you are ready to attack the toxic balances with the avalanche method. The avalanche method targets debts by interest rate, from highest to lowest. Continue paying minimums on all accounts to stay current. Then, direct every extra dollar toward the highest APR balance. Once that is eliminated, roll the entire payment you were making to the next highest APR account. This approach mathematically minimizes the total interest paid and typically results in the fastest payoff for the same dollars committed. Now that you know the core strategy, let's visualize how each part of the plan connects. This mind map organizes the playbook into 4 branches. Cash flow triage covers pausing 401k contributions above the match, adopting a bare-bones budget, pursuing income-driven repayment for federal loans, and downgrading utilities. Avalanche attack focuses on ordering debts by APR, paying minimums on non-target accounts, and rolling freed payments forward. Negotiation highlights temporary APR reductions, hardship programs, and debt management plans. Income multiplier focuses on gig shifts, upskilling into higher pay, taking overtime or weekend work, and planning a career move if current earnings are capped. With the plan mapped out, let's compare Avalanche to Snowball so you can choose confidently. Avalanche orders debts by highest APR first and typically results in the least interest paid and shortest payoff time for the same cash commitment. It works well if you can stay motivated by numeric optimization. In contrast, the Snowball orders by smallest balance first. It can deliver early psychological wins that build momentum, but it often costs more interest over time. If staying engaged is an issue, a hybrid approach can start with one small win and then switch to Avalanche. Next, let's talk about negotiating with lenders to reduce rates and create breathing room. Pick up the phone and ask your card issuer for a temporary APR reduction or hardship program. If they refuse or the terms are insufficient, contact a reputable nonprofit credit counselor to evaluate a debt management plan that can reduce interest rates and consolidate to one payment. Always obtain written confirmation including the APR, duration, any fees, and potential impacts on your account. Apply the resulting savings directly to your highest APR target to accelerate the avalanche. Now, let's scale your payment power using the income multiplier. Budget cuts alone rarely erase catastrophic debt quickly. Increasing income creates payment spikes that compress timelines. Add weekend shifts or gig work to generate immediate cash for the avalanche. Monetize existing skills through tutoring, delivery, freelancing, or trades. Allocate time to upskilling that can raise your hourly rate within 1 to 3 months. If your current role caps your earning potential, plan a strategic career move with greater upside. To make this tangible, let's run quick payoff math on common side hustle scenarios. This table shows how additional income compresses payoff time. Example A adds approximately $600 per month, taking roughly 10 to 11 months to eliminate a $5,000 balance at 27% APR when focused via Avalanche. Example B adds around $1,000 per month, cutting payoff to approximately 6 to 7 months. Example C adds about $2,100 per month, driving payoff to roughly 3 to 4 months. These are estimates and assume aggressive allocation of extra cash to the highest APR debt. Next, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz. Use this actionable checklist to keep momentum. Cancel or pause subscriptions, downgrade service plans, adopt a frugal grocery strategy, sell unused items, and ensure autopay directs extra funds to the highest APR. Review spending weekly to adjust quickly. Now let's move into a knowledge check to reinforce the core principles. Question: at 27% APR, which action typically yields the largest guaranteed return on your cash flow? Options: 1. Keep contributing to a 401k well above the employer match. 2. Pause 401k contributions above the employer match and redirect to debt. 3. Invest extra cash into index funds while paying minimums. 4. Make only minimum payments and wait for a bonus. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to pause 401k contributions above the employer match and redirect to debt. At 27% APR, the drag is so large that eliminating this interest provides a superior and effectively guaranteed return relative to expected market averages. Next, let's do one more quick question about the avalanche ordering. Question: using the avalanche method, in which order should you target these debts? A. $1,200 at 18% APR. B. $900 at 22% APR. C. $2,500 at 27% APR. D. $3,000 at 10% APR. Options: 1. C, then B, then A, then D. 2. B, then C, then A, then D. 3. A, then B, then C, then D. 4. D, then A, then B, then C. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct order is C, B, A, D. You always target by highest APR first, so 27%, then 22%, then 18%, and finally 10%. With the fundamentals locked in, let's capture the most important takeaways. Here are the key points. First, minimum payments keep you stuck at 27% APR. Second, pause 401k contributions above the employer match and redirect that cash to your highest APR debt. Third, use income-driven repayment on federal student loans to free monthly cash. Fourth, negotiate APRs and consider a reputable debt management plan if needed. Fifth, Increasing income creates spikes that compress payoff timelines. Sixth, the avalanche method saves the most interest and pays off fastest for the same amount of cash. Now, let's summarize your next 90 days. Here is a 90-day sprint. Days 1 through 3. Inventory debts. Pause 401k contributions beyond the match. Cut spending and apply for income-driven repayment if eligible. Days 4 through 7. Negotiate APRs and hardship programs and set autopay to the avalanche target. Weeks 2 through 4. Add side shifts, sell unused items, and conduct weekly budget reviews. Weeks 5 through 8. Upskill and pursue better roles or request overtime. Weeks 9 through 12. As each debt is eliminated, roll payments forward and reassess. Finally, let's wrap up and invite your participation. Thank you for watching. If this video helped, please like, share it with someone battling high-interest debt, and subscribe for more actionable money playbooks. Tell us in the comments which step you're committing to this week and what you want covered next. Your story could inspire someone else to take the first step.